boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut them up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliant. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, go ultimatum. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to them. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them biblical. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small money,
and I'm bad, that about you every night. And I got it.
I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Start a drive. They're just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action now. Jackson.
Give me that shit, boy.
And it's intercepted.
We ain't here to play, boy.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
first down carry. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 yards there, and the Denver first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
We're gonna make a say word. We ain't even telling nobody. We ain't even telling.
Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete.
Keep fighting, boy. Keep fighting. Come on, man. Keep fighting.
Against a team coming off,
don't let up now.
Your team did the previous week. You talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Diggs. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Jackson from the shotgun.
fumble. What the?
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. The Broncos at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Willis. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. These two teams all tied after one. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Whoa, what?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2?
I figured it out. You have to man up.
Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson going deep for Diggs.
Give me that shit, boy.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Come on, boy.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Play action. Here's Willis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The slot man in motion right. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll work it inside the 29-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Got it.
Able to put this one through. So he's been automatic.
Keep going, D-Block. Keep going, D-Block. Come on, baby.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Going deep here for Allen. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 69 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They put you on game. Nobody knows.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
All you want is digs. All you want is digs, boy. I see you. All you want is digs. All you want is digs, boy. I see you.
This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See
if
they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Give me that shit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
No, you motherfucker!
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20.
What?
He's going to be out of bounds.
Dude, this fucking little Allen dude. Oh my god.
Inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson.
Give me that shit.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos.
Come on, baby.
At their own 9-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Good first half, baby.
So
Come on.
Time in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll run here with Edwards. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Once more, Edwards. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Edwards is in. Touchdown, Bills. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Willis steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Being chased out left. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Breida, they'll go up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Allen has it, left side. And
come on, man.
Just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I don't know.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Catch the fucking ball.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker
Fuck.
to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. The busy night continues for Williams.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Third down, it's Willis. And
catch the
incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
Give me that shit!
Another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Give me that shit!
Are going to take possession of the
Stop fucking playing with me!
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Give to Williams, running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score.
Oh my fucking God!
So that, Charles, obviously just a game.
Come on, man! Oh my God!
Away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball, trying to salt things away, to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams.
Fucking ran it.
Down shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Willis to try again after the pick six. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. Yeah, this is caught.
Bang! Bang! Stop fucking playing with me!
Great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead.
Come on, Malik. Fight for me. Fight for me, boy.
Broncos will line up to go for 2. But he is not.
What?
And they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
You're fucking kidding me, man. What? Bullshit.
Touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, here's Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Jackson to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis.
That's fucking crazy, man. Fuck this.
Gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Edwards now on 1st and 10. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Stop it! I don't know why Mom closed the door.
Take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Willis. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Willis. steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Willis to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Bills, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Denver, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us.